Induction. Applying the concept in counseling. 1. Understanding induction. Induction is the cognitive process of drawing general conclusions based on limited observations or patterns. While useful for learning, induction can lead to errors when people overgeneralize from small or unrepresentative samples. For example, someone might assume a business investment is foolproof because it succeeded for a few others, ignoring broader risks or differing circumstances. In counseling, induction can manifest in clients' beliefs, such as overgeneralizing from past failures, forming rigid expectations, or adopting unfounded assumptions about themselves or others. 2. How induction is useful in counseling. Challenges overgeneralizations. Helps clients recognize when they're drawing overly broad conclusions from limited experiences. Encourages evidence-based thinking. Guides clients to consider a wider range of information before forming beliefs or making decisions. Promotes flexibility. Assists clients in revisiting assumptions and adopting a more balanced, nuanced perspective. 3. Practical application in counseling. A. Identifying inductive errors. Activity. What's the pattern? Ask clients to identify situations where they've drawn broad conclusions from specific events. What's the evidence for this belief? Are there exceptions or counterexamples? Example, a client might conclude they're bad at relationships after a few breakups, ignoring successful interactions or external factors in those situations. Counselor's role. Help clients distinguish between valid patterns and overly generalized conclusions. B. Reframing overgeneralizations. Exercise, expand the data set. Encourage clients to explore a broader range of experiences. What other situations might challenge this conclusion? What factors might explain the pattern beyond what you've observed? Example, a client assuming they're unlikable after a few social rejections might explore positive interactions that contradict this belief. C. Teaching balanced thinking. Guide clients to adopt a more cautious approach to generalizations. What would you think if you looked at a bigger picture? What other possibilities could explain these observations? Example, a client confident in a risky financial decision based on anecdotal successes might explore the broader market or expert analysis. 4. Detailed tips for application. Normalize the tendency to generalize. Explain that induction is a natural cognitive shortcut, but requires careful application to avoid errors. Encourage diverse perspectives. Teach clients to seek out multiple sources of information before forming conclusions. Focus on exceptions. Help clients actively look for counterexamples to balance their inductive reasoning. 5. Examples. Self-esteem counseling. A client might conclude they're incapable of success after a few setbacks. Work on highlighting past achievements and external factors that influence those outcomes. A client generalizing that all relationships fail based on their experiences might explore the unique circumstances of each situation and what they've learned. Career counseling. A client assuming a new job will be terrible because of one bad past experience might evaluate the new role independently of their prior role. Integrating induction techniques into a course of treatment. Initial sessions. Explore areas where clients rely on induction and discuss how this influences their beliefs and behaviors. Midway through counseling, use journaling or reflective exercises to help clients identify counterexamples and broaden their perspectives. Ongoing work. Reinforce the practice of evaluating beliefs with a wide range of evidence and considering alternative explanations. Outcome measurement. Assess whether clients demonstrate reduced reliance on overgeneralizations and greater flexibility in their thinking. Conclusion. Induction can lead clients to overgeneralize, limiting their growth and distorting their perceptions of themselves and the world. In counseling, addressing this bias helps clients evaluate patterns critically, challenge unfounded assumptions, and adopt more balanced perspectives. By fostering evidence-based thinking and flexibility, counselors empower clients to approach challenges with clarity and resilience, grounded in broader and more accurate understandings.